Okay, so Milwaukee's not going for that. That's not realistic.
No, he's going to the Knicks once Mikal Bridges can be officially traded. That's what I think is going to happen. But the Celtics are in on Giannis.
Jimmy, what are the Celtics offering for Giannis? Do you want Giannis?
Yes, I do want Giannis. And I believe the offer would look something like Derek White, Simons, and Sam Hauser for Giannis. And you do pick swaps.
And just Milwaukee fart in their face.
That's cute. That's cute. White, Simons, Hauser.
And pick swaps or pick whatever. However you want to do the draft picks. You can figure that out on your own time.
Well, because those Celtics first rounders are going to be worth a lot, you know.
Unless they're over the second apron, then the 7-year pick from now is frozen. But by the way, the Celtics trading 3 for Giannis, that saves them like $8 million. So it actually works business-wise too.
Okay, so Milwaukee's not going for that. That's not realistic.
No, he's going to the Knicks once Mikal Bridges can be officially traded. That's what I think is going to happen. But the Celtics are in on Giannis.
So, okay. I mean, and do they have all their picks? Like, 'cause I'll take the picks, but like you said, they're going to be all in the bottom. They're going to be in the 20s.
Yeah, exactly. What are you going to get for those?
So I just don't feel there's a match there. Would you trade Jaylen Brown for Giannis?
No.
No.
Neither would I if I were the Celtics. As a Bucks fan, I'd take him. I'd take him any day of the week. 100%. I would love it. That'd be a great return for us if we got Jaylen Brown out of that. I'd do that in a heartbeat.
This is part of the problem with the Celtics roster now is they really don't have anybody that has any value in a trade that you'd want to trade. I mean, you want to keep Tatum and Brown, I presume. White has a little bit of value, I guess, if you put him, but he's not the kind of guy you can swap for Giannis.
I just don't feel it's realistic here from a roster fit, Jimmy, like meaning the trade pieces, but then on the floor. Why do you want him on the floor?
He's a drive and kick player, right? He's a defensive specialist. He's a big that they don't necessarily have. And that's
defense,
why is his defense bad now?
Sucked for years. I mean, when he wants to, he's really more of an off-ball defender, like he comes from the weak side. Yeah. I mean,
a helper.
The physical gifts are obvious. He still has them. If he decides to use them, he's fine, but he never checks the best player on the other team. He never checks who he should be. When they play Durant, he doesn't check Durant. He plays away from him, and he doesn't give a crap about defense. So is he a drive and kick player?
Yeah. I think he's more a drive player.
He's definitely a drive player. His passing is really improved, but I honestly think it's only improved for him to get the triple-doubles. I think he passes the ball for the triple-double. I don't think it's in his DNA. I think he's kind of turned into a diva stat humper, and the assists and the rebounds are just for the triple-double, for the MVP votes is what he wants. And listen, I still like the guy. I brought the Bucks a championship. I never thought that was going to happen. He's just not that good. I felt that way when he won the championship. I felt that way when he was winning MVPs. And everyone said, when he gets a shot, look out. When he learns how to shoot the three-pointer, look out. Well, Jesus, not only has he not learned how to shoot the three-pointer, he can't shoot the two-pointer. He can't shoot the one-pointer. His shooting's gotten worse.
Perfect. He's perfect for Missoula ball.
His free throw shooting's gotten worse. People say they need there's a time they say he needs a three-point game. I said he needs a two-point game. And I'm talking like he sucks. No, he doesn't suck. And I also don't see him, Jimmy, being like an ancillary piece at this point. I think his ego has just gotten so massive. Like he's just become this thing unto itself. The U.S., America, has completely poisoned the guy and created this monster, this diva stat-humping monster that is Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I mean, if he dialed back to what he was when he first came in the league, maybe, but I think that ship has sailed. I just don't – I don't know why you would want him.
The best place for him now is to be a big guy, play defense, and, average 20 a game. But he still wants to be, as you said, he wants to be the guy. And if he's going to be the guy, they're not going to win.
That's what I'm saying. Like, could he subjugate himself? I mean, even in a place you hear Golden State, like, where does Giannis make sense? I would not make him a centerpiece. I wouldn't. I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he's good enough to be a centerpiece. That sounds crazy, but I'm sorry. I stand by it. And I said that when he was winning MVPs. I'm like, I don't know. So I don't think he's good enough to be a centerpiece. So he would have to go, and so I wouldn't make him like I wouldn't make him the centerpiece of a young team and build around him. To me, goes to a championship-ready team, and
Golden State's a good one.
so Golden State's
a good one.
I even wonder, given where he's at, if he would subjugate himself to Steph Curry. I mean, maybe I'm being too harsh on him. That he wants to handle the ball. He's ball dominant.
What about the Lakers?
Can you share the stage with LeBron and Luka?
Same issue. I'm talking about purely the basketball, but they could. I mean, I think he could. That would be interesting to me. Anyways, put him with the Lakers. But no, you're right. I mean, at the end of the day, he's got to be able to deal with the fact that he's not going to be the balls. He's not the guy. It's going to have to be someone else, whether it's Doncic or LeBron or Steph Curry. He's going to have to live with it. They couldn't do it with Lillard.
Jimmy, really quick, give me your thoughts on why the Celtics want him.
Because they think that they can defend. They think there's Giannis, if he's driving to the lane, he can create a 1-on-2 and kick to the corner, and Pritchard can hit a three-pointer. I think that would be part of their offensive scheme, I think.
He'd fit here if he wanted to be the big guy and fill a role that they don't have.
Be a better version of Namus.
Yeah.
Be a better version of Rob Williams or Namus Queta or someone like that.
Yeah, again, score in the paint, play defense. You want to take a 15-footer, take a 15-footer. That's fine. He can't shoot the three, so screw that.
So be a rim-running big?
But he'd have to be second to Tatum.
I don't see it. Like, Lillard got there, and Giannis still handled the ball more than Lillard did. I want to say, when they were both on the floor together, it went through Giannis. He handled the ball on the perimeter. It was like the stupidest, but I just think Giannis has become this thing unto itself. He's just, again, you created a monster.
Well, then maybe Giannis comes here and he becomes the man, and Tatum gets to be in that secondary role, and Jaylen Brown gets to be in that third role.
No way.
I'd so much rather have Tatum.
No way.
I'd rather have Jaylen Brown than Giannis. Never mind Tatum. It's not even close. I'd rather have those guys than Giannis.
But they're all NBA veterans, and if they want to win together, they'll make it work. They'll figure it out. I would think. I would hope.
I think Tatum and Brown could figure it out. I don't trust Giannis to figure it out. So,
I mean, that part of it at the end of the day is up to him. If he doesn't want to do it, he's not going to win.
I wanted to ask you, you're obviously a Bucks fan, so what team would have the perfect package of young players, in your opinion, for Giannis?
Do I want a young player, or do I just want draft picks and an expiring contract?
Well, it depens on the young player.
Right, I'm saying, so, like,
but both.
I don't know the league well enough to tell you that, I could get stupid and say, like, Wembanyama, but they're not going to do that,
Cooper Flag.
Right, so, like, that's obviously something I would do. I told you, I would take Jaylen Brown. I would take Jaylen Brown as the centerpiece back for Giannis as a Bucks fan. I would not do that if I were the Celtics. So, give me an equivalent, Şengün. So, Jimmy, I've heard Houston and Şengün. Is that something they would do? Is that something I would want?
Yeah, you would be okay with that. You'd be happy with that.
So, like, is he a centerpiece one franchise player?
He might be, but you'd be happy with that, I think.
And Jaylen Brown is, I think a one, but not that,
Yeah, not the top of the top.
Not top tier in the ones. So, but I don't think I'm getting that for Giannis. Why would anyone give you that for 30-year-old, or however old he is, Giannis? And I just don't think you're going to get that.
You almost never get it in that league.
Right.
It's typically picks and young guys.
Right. So
almost always.
So listen, what do I want? Brooklyn is supposed to be a team that's in on him. Let me do the Celtics Brooklyn thing. You can have Giannis and build around him. I don't think you're going to go anywhere. Some of those draft picks early on aren't going to be that great, but after you get rid of them, you're going to suck. And then I'll take the Brooklyn picks. Like, I'll do something like that. Or I would do Golden State. Because, Curry's not, and I'd hunker down for the long haul and take picks into the 2030s. And when Curry retires, you're going to have to reset that thing eventually, right? You just figure. And then at that point, you're going to have some good draft picks. Like, that's the spot I think they're in.
They'd have to look out that far, though. I mean, again, and so the fan base won't be happy about it. But if you
screw 'em.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have a choice at that stage.
It's the NBA, so you have to make exceptions in that league.